Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. You're going to love it. You will love it. You're going to learn something about Starlink today. Just wait for some people to come in. I'll show you what I've done. I'll show you what I did. Thank God it's fixed. Thank God we can fix it. I think it's fixed. It looks like it's live. Live for 38 seconds. Where's all the people? Are you gonna come in? Ah, one people is here. Welcome to the Starlink wiring classroom where we teach you how to, if you break your Starlink, you can fix it with me. I'll show you how to fix it. When you're out in the bushes and there's not even a chance that you could order another one. What do you mean, get out of here? I had one and they're gone. Maybe it's a bad picture. Let's check it. Let's check it. We're fishing this right like this. What do you think? I don't know why I won't focus. Come on, focus, man. You guys made it in one. Okay, Mama Cookie is back. It's working good because I broke the wire. I broke the wire and I had to splice it into my main system. Look at this, Jason. Check this out. You're gonna love my wiring panel. So when I was celebrating catching for getting the 5,000 subscribers, I came in and I kicked this. I kicked it and I broke it. I broke the little thing like that. So I cut it off, right? Well, no, first I tried to pinch it tighter. That didn't work. We had this busted thing, see? It wasn't that busted. I barely kicked it, but when I kicked it, it it bended a little bit. So I thought, surely I could cut this off, right? I would be able to cut this off and just put it in there. But in fact, the wire is quite thick on that. It's like, see how much copper there's there? And then inside this wire is like, look, all these little tiny, I mean, what are you gonna do with that? Maybe if I spliced them all together, but it's doing something different, you know? So I thought, I know they run on 12 volt, it's a 12 volt system. So I just stripped the wire and it's a shielded wire. So it's got like a braided steel, braided copper, which I think is a ground. So, hold on. So I put the ground here to ground. That's my grounding bar right there. And then I took the red wire and I put it straight to the 12 volt panel with a 5 amp fuse. And we're live, baby. We got live, Wilson. Live stream for the doggy. That's good, because if that didn't work, you guys, we were gonna be down for a long time. But you gotta give it to the Starlink people. They don't make it too complicated, man. If you can just give that baby some juice, you're good to go. That's a beautiful Mama Cookie. What are you talking about? Complete mess. My wiring panel is super sanitary. It works. It's working. Yeah, no, I went in and the way that panel is sitting right there by my foot, I sure enough went in, I kicked that wire and it broke the little fitting on there. Now I don't have now I got to use this stupid old iPhone cable to charge the battery pack though. I could get a new USB-C. They have those at the grocery store at Elfin Cove. It's unfortunate that I had to cut that other USB-C. Now it's just cut. One more thing down the drain, you know. Kind of a big swell building up in here. Dan asked me if there was a big swell here moving really quick, and I said no. And now I see it a little bit. There's a little bit of a swell. Those are glacier sharks. Crush. Sparky at his best. Yeah. You see all those wires? Mama Cookie's giving it the seal of approval. Miss Bouncer's giving me the big thumbs up. You know, this phone's a little wobbly. Sorry about that. Yeah, I really like that Starlink. It's not too complicated. They give you a power cable, and it's not like some special proprietary, you know, like that USB-C for the cell phone. That thing has got like 6 tiny micro wires. You have to have a magnifying glass and a daggone scalpel to do anything with those. This Starlink wire is a nice hefty like 12 wire. Plug it into the 12 volt, we're going. Rock and roll, it's probably better than the other one. Yeah, the expenses. Yeah, the cell phone chargers are starting to make me mad, those Apple ones. I got an iPhone 14, my last phone I bought, and foolishly I just assumed it would come with the USB-C, but I guess iPhone 14 was right before they started putting the USB-C in. That's a much better connection. As soon as there's something I can't find on the boat, I clean it up. But right now I can find everything. I cleaned it pretty recently. Got all the dog hair out of it. Somewhere in here I got a little dust buster vacuum, but it got buried underneath all that stuff. Can't find it anymore. D! Willie's Desert Hangout! What's up? Yeah, we're back. I fixed the Starlink. I broke it with my foot and now I fixed it. Earlier today, the Starlink was down. The entire system in Southeast Alaska went down. Yeah, I like this one better. I'm not be able to kick this one, you know. I tried to push that Starlink USB-C male end. I just tried to like wiggle it back into place because it kind of got bent, and plugged it in, and then the Starlink gave me like a weak blue light. It was like really not looking too healthy, and then but it wouldn't give me the internet. That's when I started cutting wires. Red to red, black to black, white to white. Yeah, but this is the shielded wire, so it's just a bare copper shield around the positive. I put that to ground. I mean, I guess that's the only thing to do. It can't hurt. I know that's what we do with the sonar unit. Comes with a shielded wire. I don't know why they do that. Why do they do that? Why don't they just give us a black wire? Yeah, that wiring, the way I put the ground on there with the paddle bit and stuff, I happened to have I had that already built. You know, I already had a wire with a paddle on one end and a spade on the other. So that way all I had to do was put a what was it? It had an eye or whatever the heck it had. All I had to do was put one end on the Starlink wire and then plug it into the ground. And the other wire I put a horseshoe thing, you know, so I could just stab it onto the ground. Didn't There's some other ground that I didn't even take it off. I just loosened the screw and shoved it on there. Get back to work, Mama Cookie. M&M stuff. What? For an M&M stuffy? You making one? I want an M&M stuffy. I have 2 fire extinguishers. They make me carry 2. You want me to do a short and I'll show my wiring, and then we'll have that one that says like about burning down the house? We can see that. Yeah, I was pretty bummed. I was thinking I wouldn't be able to go live until after I got back home. I mean, there's no way I could get a new Starlink wire out here in time. You like that? The fire extinguisher's got a 1 pound of gunpowder sitting on top of it. You didn't see that? You were asking about my fire extinguisher, Lee? There it is. You can't make this stuff up. That's where it fits. I don't know why I can't get back to my live. If I have to shut down on this phone and I try and get it back on this phone, it'll only take me to the old live. I have to turn the thing off, turn it back on, and then I can find it. Sorry, we're cooking. There's a guy, Morgan, in Ketchikan with a new fish buying place. What's it called? We the Fishermen. He wants to embed my live stream on his website to build traffic or whatever. And I don't know how to do that. He sent me some instructions for the, I don't know, he said something about a setting. No, they're not biting good. There's nothing going on right now. I had a little bite a while ago. I'm basically angling back. We're up at we're about 2 miles, 3 miles from the harbor area. We're just gonna drag her back and then go sell fish here. Get up early in the morning. Tomorrow's the last day of nice weather. And then we're gonna go, I think I wanna go to Huna. I'll pitch that king crab pot out in that one spot the guy was telling me. And I'll just bait it up heavy and leave it. And then go to Huna. Hopefully nobody messes with it. And then in Huna, there's lots of crabs. What was that guy's name? Jay something or other? He said that I could check his crab pot. He said the little red buoy right inside the break wall. You know right where that is. Eat treats with Wilson. I'm about out of treats for me and Wilson. I just drank all my milk. I ate all my cereal. Jay Erickson, thanks Scotty. Scotty's got a good memory. My mind is like a spaghetti sieve, you know, just information comes out, it all falls out on the floor afterwards. These stupid things could start biting any time now. Be fine with me. Kind of caught a bunch of smaller ones later in the day. It was nice this morning and yesterday. They were all big, and then the big ones went somewhere else. King Crab Feast, yeah. Pretty sure it's closed. It's Tanner crab fishing. He told me, he said it's king crab pot back there. He didn't say there was king crabs. Now they have a king crab, as I understand it, I'm not the expert and I could be wrong, but as I understand it, they have an actual king crab hatchery in Juneau where they release baby king crabs. So they have like these real short openings. There's a commercial season, and I think they do commercially fish for them around here in the winter time. And then they have like recreational seasons that are like one-day openings, but I'm not sure when. I know I was in Juneau maybe last year when I was in Juneau. Somebody just told me, they're like, hey, it's king crab season tomorrow. And I had a pot, so I registered for it. You had to be a resident. And they said sometimes they're in. I mean, they said they move around. Like he said, some years they're at the dock right here. You could just drop it at the dock in 15 fathoms or whatever it is. There wasn't any in there last year. Hide me from the channel. There you go. What the heck is that? It's one of my biggest fans, probably. The trolls are getting weird. Real nice weather, huh? What the heck? Where'd my fish go? makeup brush, whoa, that makeup brush, let's go! I need that. I got to cover up my bags under my eyes. Maybe we can put some makeup on my electrical panel so Mama Cookie doesn't make fun of me. Get in with the big hit, let's go, get in! Come on, come in, let's go! We're getting a couple bites now, let's just speed up a little bit, they start hitting. Let's get them to climb on there and force, we want more. We want more! Let's go! Let's set it down! You happy, boo? Oh, we're getting another bite! Come on, there, Fishy! Don't stop fighting! Come on, fight! I don't know what it does in there! It's the golden boat! I got enough fish. I'm headed for the anchorage. Let's see, I don't know how many I got on there. I got some on there. I know I got some. Hola, Kelly! Hello! Alaska! Let's go! I'll run the hooks for 400 people. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got on here. We got a pink salmon. You guys ever seen a pink salmon? Good song. There it is, that's a pink salmon. Hut, hut, hut. What we got? supposed to be on the floor? We were doing fine all day. I was running my gear. Next thing I know, you guys are laying on the floor. That's supposed to be on the floor. Still there. How long have you been down there like that? Sorry. Somehow we're super slippery today. It's like grease lightning around here. It is. It's like, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? I think this tripod used to have little feet on it, and I don't see the little feet anymore. What's next? Yeah, it totally did. It had little white feet. And I actually had been playing around with the little white feet. I didn't realize that they were supposed to be on the phone. It's okay. I can fix it. Just like that cord, we'll fix it. We can fix this thing. We can fix that, no problem. Make little feet out of old glove tips or whatever. One fish, is that it? I did a fish jump out of there. I thought you were almost just got the king salmon, but try to make that. I don't want to do a skeleton chicken. Send him back. Until he was cooked up, he was doing big dead eyes. Dead eyeballs and everything. Fukushi, hello. Thank you, hello. Thank you very much. Thank you. Like and subscribe to the Glacier Shark. Come back to see where it's on. Oh, salmon love Glacier Shark. Come get the salmon. Ooh. haven't played any dumb fish tricks recently. Anybody would notice that. Tap the screen, like and subscribe. Join the membership to see what else we can do with the salmon. My knife though. You guys use my knife. What? What the heck? There's the knife. I don't know what happened to the green one. Can the algorithm handle it? I don't know. Like and subscribe. We're eating the big herring. Not really doing much of anything right now, to tell you the truth. We're just going back towards the harbor. Maybe we'll eat some air-dried pink tonight. Get a little pink salmon in. Gotta mix things up, see what we can get away with. Come on, man. You almost got me. See that? Pink salmon are getting out of hand. Out of control around here. Compare the two, pink versus silver. We want the silver one. Much bigger, much better. That's a new element of challenge. Have to get wild by the pink salmon. Hit. Pretty aggressive. Pretty aggressive. Whoa! Dangerous back here. That's it. Fish, get away. That pink salmon's dangerous. Try and get it. Three, but we added 3, alright. Put 3 more in there. Pretty good. I see the fish on sonar. We're getting one or two on here. Fish in here. GLACIER! Connor, we're catching salmon! It's a warning to the rest of the big salmon to stay away, David! Let's go!
Let's see what we got here. We got a couple fish biting over there. Kind of act like king salmon. Good to be king salmon. Fish is much more spectacular in real life. swinging fish. Let's swing some more fish.
Swing 2 fish at once. Watch out for the fish. That's another level of difficulty. I feel like something's watching. Whoa, we got a big coho on the top. Big coho shot. Oh my goodness! Be more interesting if we lit it on fire. You know, flaming. What's this for me? Old Joe disappeared. I was right next to that big spoon. That's not. Where'd it go? I found it at the snack. It's gone. What did you do with the old ghost? Got eyes. Got a beeline for me. Safer over here. I'ma close it. Hold on, we got damage.